Hello, 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 and welcome back to yet another live event. This one will be a bit unusual. We will not be talking about underwriting and passive investing, but in light of the new year being just around the corner, I thought I would take some time to pause, reflect, and share some of the steps and strategies that I personally take as I plan my year ahead. And hopefully, that will add value to your process and inspire you to either complete it if you and add more structure and framework if you've already started one, or conversely, provide you with some structures and framework to help you get yours started so you can walk into 2026 with a plan. In light of the holidays, I'm also changing the schedule. Normally, I pop up Thursday afternoons, between noon and 2 Pacific. Obviously, Thursday is the New Year's Day, so I am moving this live event a little bit early. But before we dive in, for those who may be tuning in for the first time or perhaps don't know me yet, my name is Bessie Kapulian, former commercial lender turned real estate investor, family office advisor, and entrepreneur. I work with family enterprises, advising them on strategic initiatives, next gen transitions, family office operations, as well as I help private investors connect with cash flowing, well vetted investment in apartments. And last but not least, for those willing to do a deeper dive, I have a course and community specifically focused on multifamily underwriting, where I help investors brand new to the asset class that deals from beginning to end with confidence and ease. And in that regard, I actually recently launched a book, Mastering Multifamily Underwriting: 5 Steps to Confident, Risk Smart Apartment Investing. It is still in the launch phase, which means it is available at a very special price on Amazon in digital, hardcover, paperback, or audio, however you'd like to consume the content. So feel free to check it out. I will post the link to it in the comments. So without further ado, let's dive in. I will share with you the few tactical steps that I take as I go into my new year planning process. And I always try to add new ideas and take a look at fresh approaches in case I'm missing something. And so I want to give special credit to Jesse Itzler, who is a serial entrepreneur, recently held a webinar to discuss how he exits the current year and enters into the new one. And one concept that really resonated with me is starting the year light, where he talks about effectively letting go of things that no longer serve him. And that really resonated with me, because you want to start the year light and clean, let go of what no longer serves you. And that could be little things such as unsubscribing from email lists that you no longer that no longer add value to you. You're no longer interested in them. Perhaps donating old clothes or things around the house that you haven't used in a year, 2 or 3, and so why take them with you into the new year? Basically, starting cleaning up your desk, your workspace, so you can start the year with a fresh mind, fresh and clean. And then take a step back to reflect on the past year. What goals did you set? Which ones did you accomplish? Which ones you didn't? And sometimes there is a good reason why you may not accomplish a goal, right? I had one this year that I had set a milestone that by March will be done. But as I dug into the legal aspects of it and did my diligence, it became clear that this is not something I want to do right now. So I'm putting it on hold. I'm not saying no forever, but I'll have to pivot and take on another approach. So there are the fact that you didn't reach a goal is not always bad. There may be reasons behind why you decided to either put something on hold and you did not accomplish it. But take a step back and reflect. What were some of those accomplishments that you want to celebrate, give you confidence as you walk into 2026? Which are the things that you let go of, and really take a good count of it, and then start getting into the planning. So typically I like to set a goal, at least one goal within each category. Everyone does it differently, but for me, I like to have one in each of these seven categories: family, faith or spiritual, fitness or health, finances and business, friends and relationships, forward growth or learning, personal development, and fun and recreation. So select, you're welcome to select more. I typically select one because seven alone is overwhelming. And some people say select one to three. That's also fine. I'm just sharing what I do and what works well for me, and hopefully at least one or some of these steps resonate with you. And really think through what do you want to accomplish. And of those seven, actually Itzler again talked about the misogi concept, or what will be the one thing that you do that would make this year successful if everything else fails for whatever reason. So maybe prioritize of these, what is the one thing, the one goal that you must accomplish. And as you then go into a quarterly, weekly, daily planning, that will also really help you prioritize your day, and is what I'm doing today taking me one step forward and one step closer towards reaching that goal. I hear that a lot of people abandon their New Year resolutions by early to mid February. And so, to keep myself accountable, I actually like to make a plan, and that's something that I learned from Coach Trevor McGregor. Some of you may know him as Coach T, and that's the RPM framework, which R stands for results and outcome. What is the outcome I'm looking to achieve? So let's just say you're focused on health and you want to lose weight. Losing weight is not specific enough, right? It needs to be, I want to lose, um, I don't know, four pounds this year, or 8 pounds this year, whatever that number is. Then the why, or P stands for purpose. What is the why behind that goal, right? So health is the ultimate wealth. So you can be feel good, be healthy, right? Be there for your loved ones. And then M stands for massive action, or what are the specific steps that you will take to accomplish this goal. And within that exercise, I would list everything, anything and everything that comes to mind, and then I would prioritize these steps at specific timelines. For example, by the end of quarter one, be in the habit of doing meal prep. I'm making things up with this hypothetical example, but just to give you an idea of how to think through it. What are the resources or other people, who are my who's, right, that will help me reach that goal? Maybe hire a personal trainer, maybe join a running group or a running club, or another health club to help keep you accountable. And what are the key performance indicators? How will I track my progress? How do I know whether I'm making progress? And this is one that you can measure, right? And by maybe weighing yourself, ideally daily, weekly, and measure your progress, right? Or how you're progressing on a monthly basis relative to your original goal. And so when I craft my plan in those seven categories, I then go one layer deeper following the RPM network. And I literally set up a planner, a weekly planner, where I outline all of these activities that are very specific actions, right? That I think will help me reach those goals. And I track, did I do them? Did I not? Sometimes life gets in the way. That's understandable. But the key is not to lose momentum, right? So one of my New Year resolutions is to be better hydrated and drink 8 glasses of water a day. I've been trying to do that for a while, but this is the year I'm actually putting it on paper, putting it down, and I'm not gonna get to 8 glasses of water overnight, but it's maybe add another glass in January, then February, March, and so by my birthday, which is in July, I want to be at that particular goal level. So taking incremental steps, maybe keeping the water in front of me like I'm doing right now, just so it's top of mind and not something that I forget about doing, but really being intentional about the steps and actions that you take and keeping yourself accountable so you don't let go, right? You don't forget and abandon that goal. Another example is this year I've been meaning and I wanted to publish a book for a long time. I had all the ideas, everything was in here and in my heart as well. But this year I decided to write it down, put it on paper. And as Tony Robbins said, in the moments of decision is when your destiny is shaped. I made a decision. I will publish it before December 31st. And it became a reality. I didn't do it alone, right? I engaged a team to help me with the publishing process. So my who's, right, versus trying to figure out myself what the process is like. And I took massive action, right? Determined, intentional action and made that goal a reality. So, again, this is just sharing my process. Hope that at least some of it has been helpful for you and that you have. Do me a favor, actually, write in the comments what is the one takeaway that you have, and maybe one idea that perhaps resonated with you more than others that you will take away and implement as you go into 2026. And so next time I see you will be in the new year. So I wish you a very happy new year full of health, prosperity, abundance, fulfillment, and may all the good things that you wish for come become reality in 2026. So I appreciate you for being here today. And again, I mentioned it in the beginning, but for those who are tuning in towards the end, if you wanted to learn more about underwriting, right now I have a special promotion on the course that I lead. I will post the link in the comments. And if underwriting is the investment you will do in yourself in 2026, I think you will really enjoy and will be well served by the Mastering Multifamily Underwriting book that I published, which is now on Amazon, and I'll put the link in the comments. And if you'd like to follow me for more passive investing and underwriting insights, follow me on LinkedIn, YouTube, so you can get notified of future live events. I wish you a happy new year, blessed week ahead, and I'll see you in 2026. Ciao.